So we're gonna hop right into this shit, y'all. Like, I'm excited for real. We in the top 10. We made it through these 5 weeks of
Yes,
revealing
sir.
these lists. And you guys has been fucking with us as always. If you guys got a different top 10 than us, you make sure you put that shit down in the comments. Let us judge your shit the way you judge our shit.
Mm-hmm.
And without further ado, we're gonna get started. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
We good? Can we see this up here? We good?
We good. We good. It's
We
top
good,
10.
good brother. Top
Top
10.
10.
You know what I'm saying? And we starting off at number 10. And number 10 is top 5 that are alive. If you ask a lot of people like me who's a big fan of this motherfucker right here, we got
Who we got?
the motherfucking guy, Jada, Al-Qaeda Jada,
Kiss.
motherfucking he got his own podcast out right now. Him and Fat Joe the Joe and Jada podcast.
It's actually
One of the best
pretty good, actually, too.
MCs. When I'm talking about bars, I don't think, and this is my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel, bro, but I don't think I
Never
ever
heard a whack
heard a
verse.
bad Jadakiss,
Yeah,
bro.
I knew
I
you was
don't
going to say
think
that.
ever in my
I feel the
life,
same
bro.
way.
I heard for real, like one of the most consistent rappers that we ever had in this game we call hip hop, for real, y'all. Of course, his work with the Locks and Rough Riders. Of course, his work, his feature work, got some of the best features that you would hear in hip hop. His solo work with the Last Kiss, the Kiss of Death, and I can't remember the other one. Kiss the Game Goodbye
Mm,
and shit. So the top 5 that are alive album, of course.
one of the
His joint album with Fabulous, the Freddie versus Jason joint, one of my favorite.
started off a part of that Bad Boy Dynasty, you know what I mean? Over
I
there.
mean, he was with some of the best clicks. Your Bad Boys, Rough Riders. You know,
One,
he was with him at fucking. He told the story about Suge wanting to sign him to Death Row.
if it was
You
a
know,
Hall of Fame for just lyricists, this guy's first ballot.
without a doubt,
You know what I mean?
without a doubt.
Yeah.
Get his gold jacket or whatever color jacket we giving out to those Hall of Famers over there, without a doubt.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
guy is you know, like I said, top 5 that are alive. What they consider him. His words, not mine. Jadakiss. And we're gonna keep it moving on to the next man. This man's just as impactful, just as influential from a dope ass hip hop group, and probably one of the most impactful guys out of that group. We got Method, man, motherfucking Method Man coming in at number 9. Meth, we know Meth, like I said, as a member of the Wu Tang,
Mm-hmm.
he got the Takao series as the albums that he had dropped, some of the best albums that he dropped. Of course, him and Redman work. Of course, his work on the big and silver screen, whether it be TVs and movies. Method Man has helped transcend hip hop into so many other realms. And he's one of the dopest lyricists of all time too. Whether it be his fashion work, whether it be his like I said, his work on in these films, or his work in his voiceover work, or like that he's been doing. Um, I believe it was in a video game I was playing recently, for real. I was like, yeah, that's Method Man voice right there.
Yeah, another super dope MC though. Yeah.
One of the dopest
Yes,
guys, you
for
know. So
sure.
like I said, um, of course, one of the biggest songs that a lot of people would know him by is "You All I Need" with him and Mary J. Blige, and a lot of our people from our generation know Method Man with the I.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got coming in at number 8, another guy that's an all-time legend from another great legendary group and all that shit. Another '90s guy, Busta Bust, and you see what type of picture I got about. I got the '90s picture of Busta Bust up there with the dreads and shit. You got the old school Buster right there. Buster is one of the first artists that sold at least 1 million on his first, I think, 5. I was looking up his shit. You know, his first 5 albums went platinum.
Word?
Didn't even know that.
Uh,
It wasn't until the Big Bang Theory. No, it was the album before the Big Bang Theory that he didn't go platinum,
oh, the
and then he
Big
went gold
Bang.
on that one.
Yeah, Big Bang. Yeah.
Yeah, he went gold on that one. And Big Bang is
Wait,
probably like my favorite Buster album, for real. Like, I mean,
wait.
I love Extinction Event, the first one and shit. I love the second one too, but I love the Big Bang album. That was a dope ass album. That was like Buster's return album
Mm-hmm.
when we when he first came back without the dreads and he was all husky and shit like that. That was that Buster shit. But he's another dope ass lyricist. motherfucker that can make a hit song in any era that you give him. He's gonna always shine on the feature.
Yeah.
He's a really dope
You're
as
not around for 30 years, you know what I mean? If
facts.
you're not just like rooted in hip hop, man, this guy is one of the. He's definitely one of those ones, man. You got to give him credit.
And I'm pretty sure everybody on this list can say that they would never want to go after Busta
Yeah,
Rhymes on a
performance. Well,
show.
oh my, yeah, one of the best
Never
performers
in their life want to go after Busta Bust. This shit.
for sure.
And then we got coming in at number 7. I honestly don't remember who we had at number 7, so I'm just gonna release this shit right now.
It's
Shit.
been a long. I'm putting this
And then,
joint
oh,
together.
we got motherfucking
LL Cool J.
Ladies Love Cool James, Mr. Ty Smith, LL Cool J.
Yeah, 7. Okay.
Yeah, that man number
Yeah, it's been
7.
a while. Like I said, since we did
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I even kind of
yeah.
forgot. Like, all right, I don't remember the rest of it either. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't
LL,
really
what
remember
can we
it.
say about LL that haven't been said about this entire list already? This guy has paved the way for almost every fucking artist on this list. Whether it be what he does in music, how he was able to become one of hip hop's first entrepreneurs, his vibes when it comes to fashion, his impact in every realm that he stepped in. He was the first black man to survive in a horror movie twice on two separate
Yeah, that's
occasions, my
crazy.
nigga.
Yeah,
On two separate
I think
occasions, my
Buster. I
nigga.
think Buster did it once.
Buster did it
Yeah,
once,
Buster
his
did it
damn
once.
self, and he talked this shit in Michael Myers' face and shit. Didn't he? He
Word.
didn't die. And shit.
Yeah, man.
LL coined the term "goat." We use this term so loosely, and he was the first man that used that term in our
Right.
culture. He coined
Easily
that term "goat."
trendsetter. I mean, just all around the hit maker. Um,
Without a
a
doubt.
pioneer. You know, someone who again does everything around the board. You know, the goat, a goat for sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And he battle tested. For those who
Okay.
don't know, y'all go ahead and go check out the Cannabis LL saga, and
Yeah,
y'all actually hear LL spitting some dope ass rhymes and not just female songs and shit.
yeah. Then they'll try to go make a song. No, make a song for the chicks. It's crazy. Um,
Facts. Would
what we-
would have fitted a wave cap on in the ocean, and it won't be wet either. LL has some of the weirdest videos. Y'all go watch his videos. Y'all have a trip, yo, for
and I think he the only rapper I ever known would have a at that time maybe the first one to have his own sitcom
yeah, hell
in
yeah.
the house. Was it?
Bro was huge. Bro
Yeah.
was is still doing this thing.
Yeah,
Is
get in the
still doing this
comments if
thing
you remember
consistently
watching In the House. Oh,
in the house.
we nah, we ain't really old. Nah.
Nah, I think we a
Well,
little bit,
yeah,
just a
a
little
little
bit,
bit, but yeah, that was crazy.
just a little
He
bit.
literally had a show. That's crazy.
I was about to say something about LL, and I can't even remember now. But fuck it, we gonna keep this shit moving.
Tried to tell us Jay Reed wasn't no cop. It was Jay Reed. You ain't a cop, Jay Reed. That was
Facts.
my movie.
We got coming at number 6. We got another guy that had a huge impact his first go around in hip hop.
Who was it?
One of the guys that you also don't want no problems with in this
God
game.
dang bully. The
For real.
biggest goddamn bully probably in hip hop.
50 Cent. 50
God
Cent
damn
is coming
50
in at number
Cent.
6. Off of sheer impact alone, 50 Cent deserved to be in the top 10 East Coast rappers. I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, 50 wasn't consistent after his, third album and shit. I mean, when you sell what you sell when your first 2 albums, and then of course, like we said when we was building this list, it's not just about what you do in the music realm, but it's also your impact everywhere else.
Yeah.
And we see 50's impact
I
everywhere
mean, we're
else
not going
to
to act
this
like he
day.
didn't have one of the best hip hop albums of all time, right? We're not going to do that.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like, we just,
Without a doubt. I mean,
like,
instant classic off the bat
yeah.
is hard to top for anybody.
Yeah. I mean,
For anybody. And I love the Massacre. Like I told you, Massacre is still one of my favorite hip hop albums.
he's literally, I mean, anything you can do as a hip hop artist, I mean, around the board from an overall perspective, he's one of the ones who, I mean, I guess in this case, no, he went around the world. You know, what I mean,
Yeah, hell yeah.
figuratively, and literally, I'm pretty sure.
No, literal facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He's done everything from as far as business with liquor brands, clothing lines. The guy had sneakers. The guy had a video game.
Right.
Did he have a cereal?
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know if he had a cereal. I feel like he had a cereal. I
He
might be
had two
wrong.
video games.
2 video
I
games.
don't I don't know if he had a cereal, but he definitely had vitamin
Yeah,
waters.
yeah, vitamin waters, all types of crap. I mean, again, I mean, and not for nothing. I mean, we all would watch Power, I'm sure, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
everything he's
If you don't
doing.
watch Power, you probably watch BMF. If you don't watch BMF, you probably watch one of the book series. If you didn't watch one of those, you probably watched For Life on ABC when he had that shit over there.
Yeah, yeah,
If you didn't watch that, you probably watched one of the movies that he produced,
yeah,
or written or something like that. So,
yeah. Or
like
seeing him
this
in
man,
a quick.
Hustler,
Yeah,
what?
I mean, he did movies with people like goddamn Sylvester Stallone. He did
Robert De
Robert
Niro,
De Niro. He
facts.
he done did. It ain't nothing. Too many things this guy hasn't done. You know what I mean?
Without a
So
doubt.
yeah,
Without a doubt. The only thing I don't think 50 Cent had is a cartoon, and I'm surprised that he didn't have a cartoon.
yeah, hip hop
You know what I'm saying?
Hall of Famer to me, the first ballot.
Oh hell yeah,
I
hell
think
yeah!
everybody in
Off
the
of sheer
top 10,
impact,
I think, is going to be first ballot. I would say
without a
from the
doubt. And
top 10.
speaking of which, we have our only female coming into the top 10, and I bet you guys won't guess who it is.
Who is it?
We got motherfucking Nicki Crash Out Minaj coming
Uh,
in
well, let's say
number five.
this is not a biased pocket. Obviously, we had some words, but we're not biased. You got to give credit where credit is due,
Where credit is due, no
and
doubt,
she's
no
easily the
doubt.
most successful um female rapper. I mean, again, she might be one of the most successful rappers.
Period.
Period, for sure.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
without
Especially
a
especially
doubt.
when it comes to the
We
East Coast list.
Oh hell
You
yeah,
know what I
hell
mean?
yeah. We
So
know Nicki Minaj. Her debut album, she came out the gate, fucking hot as fish grease. Took off, being on one of the features, of course, with Kanye, Rick Ross, Jay Z. She held her own with some of the greatest rappers of our generation, or this generation. Some people might say that she had the best verse on there on that song and shit.
yeah.
That's where she pretty much made her mark at. Of course, her mixtape work early in her career where she was taking a lot of people beats, some old school beats and shit like that. I remember she did the Warning track by Big and she fucking murdered that shit.
Mm,
I ain't gonna even front. Even the Dreams track that Big did, she had switched it and did her version of it and shit like that.
right.
So Nicki has been one of the doper lyricists for a long time. Just would have loved to keep her in hip hop instead of her chasing that pop fame and that pop vibe. I just would have loved to see how much she would have grown if she would have stayed over here in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe help develop some other younger artists, maybe get some artists under her belt, maybe develop a label, shit like that. Actually become a boss like she was supposed to. I'm not saying that she's not, but I'm talking about an executive
Mm-hmm.
like she was supposed to and shit. But other than that, Nicki, you can't doubt. There's nothing that you can say about her when it comes to her music, her impact. Um, for 10 years straight, she literally was the only female in the game that was like
She raised the
in
bar.
conversations. Yeah, in conversations with the higher ups of hip hop and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. Her records was selling just as much as Wayne and Jay Z and whoever else was the man at the time. Nicki was selling just as much as those guys at the time and shit. So shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Nicki, one of the queens of hip hop, definitely the queen of this generation. You know what I'm saying? Of our generation, without a doubt. And shit, growing up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's keep it moving on to number four because number four we gotta bring up the energy a little bit, just a little bit for number four and
Who was that
shit.
for?
We got the dog. We got the dog coming in at number four.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? My guy DMX. God
Yeah,
rest. You know what I'm saying?
the
God bless.
legend.
God rest.
Mm-hmm.
My guy DMX for real. Earl Simmons. Talking about impact, talk about initial impact from your first album. This man, he said, I'm gonna drop one album, my rookie album, the beginning of the year, and then I'm gonna drop my sophomore album at the end of the year, but in the same fucking year. In the same year, and both of them motherfuckers is gonna go platinum.
I mean,
Like,
if I could think of one word for DMX, I mean, box office. No, that's two words actually. But
shit, you put them together.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
put 'em
So we gonna use my.
together.
But if I had two words, it would be box office, man, to describe this guy.
Word,
Because again, two albums in 1 year with a time where no one was doing that, and they were both
for
highly
real,
successful projects. I mean, from even before some of these people on this list were doing it at a high level as far as not just the music, but as well as major films. He was on that. He was one of those
no doubt,
people,
facts,
who
facts.
kind of we seen get on there and it's like, okay, this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah, hell yeah. And DMX is one of the true motherfuckers when it comes to putting your people on. He made sure all his people shine. Motherfuckers like Drag On probably wouldn't got a chance if it wasn't for niggas like DMX and shit like that. Or we probably wouldn't have got a chance to hear a nigga like Drag On if it wasn't for niggas like DMX and shit like
yeah,
that.
probably
So
one of the most.
DMX,
Oh my bad. Most
now you good? Go ahead.
relatable. I mean, I
Hell
mean, I
yeah.
mean, definitely like a lot of no pain. A lot of again, there's a lot of relatable music that people just resonated with, especially when you from where we from. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. And then, like we said before about X, one of the, a religious artist. You know, what I'm saying he was not afraid to talk about it or and show it. You know, a lot of albums and shows he ended with a prayer. So I mean, shout out to bro. Like we miss X, of course, as all his fans do. We was big fans of DMX.
hmm
My favorite album is Dark as Hell is Hot, but honestly, you could just pick
I
one
mean,
and let it play,
and
and I'll listen to
and I guess
it.
the quickest way to realize the impact, like if you go on YouTube, it was a clip I seen. I believe it was like in 2000, and I guess they were trying to. I'm sure you would have seen it. Seen it. It was like they were like redoing like Woodstock,
Oh yeah, yeah, all the motherfuckers out there. Yeah, his impact
and
was
he had like
stupid.
I think he had like the red jumpsuit or
The
something.
red
Yeah,
jumper.
yeah, yeah,
Uh
yeah.
huh.
And I'm just
Uh huh.
like X was one of those people like everyone loved this dude. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah. He had that infectious
yeah.
like
He
energy about him and
That
shit.
energy was
Yeah.
unmatched, man.
Hell yeah.
He was definitely one of us for sure.
And then we got as we get into our top three guys, y'all make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe, like down there. We appreciate you guys going on this motherfucking journey with us of us unveiling our top 50 East Coast rappers. If you guys do like the list styles that we're doing, let us know
Mhm.
and give us ideas on lists that we should do next. You know, and of course these are our opinions and me and bro are the only ones that's ranking these motherfuckers. It's not a committee, it's us two.
Yeah,
It's shit. So
we'll be
you guys, you know what I'm
we'll be
saying?
back next week for the last three.
Leave them on a
Yeah,
cliffhanger and
yeah,
shit. Like Squid Games Part
yeah.
2 and shit. Leave them on a goddamn cliffhanger and
Nah, just
shit.
playing. We're gonna finish it
But
up.
it's so funny though, because coming in at number three, uh, is my personal favorite artist that is currently still alive. Um, one of the top three artists of all time when it comes to this hip hop shit, in my opinion, but definitely East Coast.
Mm-hmm. I forgot.
Um,
Oh yeah, see, all
you know
right.
what I'm
I know
saying?
what's going on here now. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know who
So we
this
got
is.
Mr. Nasir Jones, Nasty Nas, Escobar, aka Nostradamus. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
let me say something too. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. Yo, when it comes to the
Go ahead.
last two, this was New Jersey Preem. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. We gonna get the Nas. We gonna get the Nas. But I do remember now because when we was trying to put this list together, y'all, again, it's
Uh-huh.
just me and him. So trying to position everybody going off of the criteria. But when you see the
Right.
people, we obviously know
Right.
it should be a shift. But we was trying to get
Uh-huh.
through it so we can start it.
But look, no, hold up. Before, all right,
Let's
like,
get through.
nah,
Let's
since
get
we're
the
gonna
Nas.
talk
Let's
about
get
it,
the
talk about it.
Nas. Let's get the
Look,
Nas. Let's get the Nas.
let's get the Nas,
Let's do
let's get the Nas,
Nas.
and then we'll talk about
Right.
it.
Go ahead.
So, in my opinion, the GOAT, my favorite MC that is
Straight
currently
out of
alive,
Queen
of course,
Bridge.
had have one of the most amazing album runs in recent history, and then had one of the most amazing album to start
Oh,
a
okay.
career in
I was about to
history.
say
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
that's what it is. Illmatic, right?
No, 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 no. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
okay.
like
I'm about to
he had the
say
most amazing album runs
ahead of
recently,
his
but he
time.
had the most amazing album to start
What?
his career
Yeah.
in Illmatic. Illmatic is an album that people when they say, "Yo, I need my Illmatic," that's when they talk about classic.
Ahead of his
There's not too
time.
many people in the hip hop has a Illmatic. When the source was actually worth a piece of shit, they rated that motherfucker 5 star. I mean 5 microphones. Niggas wasn't getting that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't getting that back then. Niggas barely get that shit now. You could barely get a 10 out of 10 album now. I know that a couple people just rated the Clips album 10 out of 10. I couldn't go that far. I definitely get that joint 7.5 out of 10. But
Mm-hmm.
with Nasir Jones, he's one of the best lyricists of all time. One of the most impactful when it comes to like his influence on hip hop. Some of your favorite rappers will tell you that their favorite rapper is Nasir.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your favorite rappers will tell you that their favorite rapper is Nas.
Mm-hmm.
The two in front of them will probably tell you that their favorite rapper is Nas. For real.
And
But
the last two guys are definitely a notch above Nas though. But that's either here or there. But go ahead.
I mean, I can't say definitely, but I understand what you're
They
saying.
is they no they
Because
is. It's one.
when
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
no, I mean they literally are right
They
now.
are
But
a
yeah,
notch
like
ahead of him.
right. But when it comes to
But go
Nasir,
ahead.
there's not too much that can be said that hasn't already been said. One thing that I do want to say and make perfectly clear is Jim Jones is smoking Fetty if he think he fucking with Nas. And we're gonna move on to number two. Number two coming in. All right, before we get to number two, I want to say my piece about how number two and number one motherfucking transpired because we were sitting here and we was talking, and I'm like, bro, we don't have to do it this way. We could really legit sit down and have a real discussion about this shit.
All right.
And bro was like, nah, fuck it. Because
No, no.
I guess at the time
Listen.
we was trying to just figure out the list, and I guess we was going to get back to it eventually. You see, we haven't never really got back to that
See,
conversation, but we here now.
so like we was trying to tell, I damn near, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of forgot some of the top 10 because we were trying to trying to do this and going back and forth. In the process of doing it, we done swapped so many names and switched so many people.
That's
I'm
a fact.
actually, I ain't
That's a
gonna lie, I'm
fact.
kind of glad this is done, right? Because I mean, I enjoyed it at the same time, but it was like every day. Hey, yo, what do you think about this, right? And I'm like, well,
Uh-huh.
now I gotta think about it. Oh, did we forget? We gotta insert this. I'm playing AO Pre. Hey, you comfortable with this? Now he gotta go back and look at it. So we're going back and forth. And all right, so let me tell you. So the next two guys, it is kind of personal to us because one of the guys is probably my favorite MC of all time, and the other one is his. So that was a part of it,
Oh,
and
without a doubt.
we're not going to even make that up. So that's been something that it was also trying to figure out the positioning in which, and again, after we've told you guys the criteria, we'll let you guys decide who should be where. So now, as you unveil who number two is,
And as we unveil who number two is, in his rightful spot,
oh Lord.
we got Jay-Z at number two.
And what was the criteria?
We
New
got
Jersey Preem.
Basquiat braids at number two.
New Jersey Preem. What was the criteria again?
Criteria was Big got to come in at number one. Matter of fact, let's not even hold our breath on it. Number one is Notorious B.I.G.
All right, so
You know what I'm saying?
we're gonna go in as far as Sir Carter from Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sean Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when I mean, he is the closest thing to the hip hop goddamn Frank Sinatra. When you say this man did it his way, okay, and still is.
Now you're not lying.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're
I
not
mean,
lying.
shit. When they don't believe in you, man, listen, you gotta believe in yourself. He is, no, he is. Like when you talk about independent, what these guys are just coming around to doing in 2025. He did it in '96.
Facts. Facts.
I mean, and because he bet on himself, I mean, man, he won big, right? Still winning big. I mean,
No pun intended.
classic album, Hard Knock Life.
Oh yeah.
Reasonable Doubt. I
Uh-huh.
mean, I'm sorry, Reasonable Doubt. No,
Yeah.
classic album, his first album, and it was just up from there.
Oh
Um,
hell yeah.
what I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, 12 number one albums. You know how many people did that?
13.
13. You're right. Yes,
13.
right.
Yeah.
You know how many people had 13 number one albums?
Well, one. In hip hop,
Who else?
there's only
Who
one.
else had 13 number one albums?
No, he's the one. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no,
Jay Z is the one and shit.
well, no, because
Like,
no, technically because of you, he's number two. That's either here or there. You know what I mean? But yes, he is. He's definitely the only one to ever do some things like that. Again, very some no everything from clothing lines, sneakers,
mm-hmm.
movies. Obviously, believe in him. Had his own record label. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Responsible for guys, the Beanie Seagulls, Freeway, the
Uh-huh.
Young Guns, Kristen Neef,
Of course.
Kanye West.
I about to say you ain't even start hitting the heavy guns, the big guns
Oh
yet.
yeah, we gonna get there. Um,
You know?
he helped put together deals for people like Rihanna, Young Jeezy, Rick
Facts.
Ross,
Mm-hmm.
and probably so many others. That these are people that Jay has helped kind of usher in, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hit the people that came up underneath Jay Z can be talked about. A lot of those guys are still guys and girls are still very successful. You know
Um,
what I'm saying? Still extremely talented and still going. Their longevity can not be in question. A lot of those people, even the crazy motherfucker, he's still pretty damn talented and shit. Like so,
I just
it's like I was about to say when it comes to Jay Z, we got to talk about what I'm saying everything else too. I know he got a lot of credit for the music and shit, and especially the business side. But I'm talking about when it comes to the artists like J. Cole, introducing J. Cole, of
oh,
course,
I
Kanye,
left I left
Rihanna,
J Cole off. I forgot. I don't know how I did that.
right,
Um,
right.
yeah, definitely J Cole.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I
Of course, Rihanna,
mm,
giving helping giving a lot of other these younger guys stamps and shit. Drake been chasing Jay Z forever, and I think it's finally time for him to admit that
mm.
he ain't got enough stamina to keep up with, bro.
Oh no,
I think that race is over
we
with.
figured that out in 2012, bro. But I think
Word.
the biggest thing is hip hop is what 50 years old,
50 years old.
and I just feel like me. This is just me personally. I feel like hip hop is the best genre. I mean, I feel like hip hop in the 50 years have made the most strides. We are the most controversial. Um,
Oh hell yeah.
but I also think we're just the most forward thinking. Again, amazing music. 13, 14 number one albums. But even I think he has the best business acumen in hip hop. And the things that the ceiling, like I mean, the sky is the limit, right? Yeah, I just did that. The sky is the limit, right?
Yeah, no
And
doubt, no
I
doubt.
think he is, as far as what anybody in this culture could do, the potential of what any of these people can do. I mean, not even just him, just in music, as a musician. How we've come so far. And it's not even about hip hop. The things that you can do, this guy is helping to me raise the ceiling on that. The thing, like, the guy's worth what, like $2.5 billion.
Yeah, I believe so. I know he's over a
And
billion.
I mean, like, that's not something that you see from musicians. You know what I mean? So I just feel like the things that are possible. The guy that had his own streaming service, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? I think he just
Facts.
keeps
Facts.
helping push the culture forward. I believe. You know what I mean?
Heard he wasn't paying people after they was helping him with that streaming service.
Who we have at number one, man? You know what I mean?
Number one, we got
That's
Frank White. You know what I'm saying? Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. He got so many different names, man. I call him the GOAT.
mm-hmm.
Some people might call him the second best, third best. Some people might say that he not even in the top five. And shit. I don't give a fuck about those people though. But
Definitely.
we got Big coming in and talk about first two albums impact. His second album is probably the blueprint on hip hop music in general.
My
Um,
favorite albums of all time.
it's damn near a perfect hip hop album.
That's
Like
and
for
I mess
real.
with him all the time because I say, like, Jay Z's my favorite and Big's his favorite, but um, Life After Death is actually one of my favorite hip hop albums to listen to. I actually was listening to it 3 days ago, but
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
like, that to me is one of the, like, again, just everything. And we were talking about other artists
Um,
and albums that recently came out, and to me, like, Life After Death is how a hip hop album should sound. I
facts.
I, it,
Facts. I
I
Completely agree with
Yeah,
that.
it's just from top to bottom. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but it's just sonically, you can't do a better job than that. I
No
mean,
doubt.
lyricism, the hit records are there. The introspective, like everything. Even got a little comedy in that thing. You know what I mean? Like everything,
Facts.
storytelling,
Facts.
everything was there. So
When it comes to Big,
yeah,
the word timeless come to mind. Not only because he was taken from us so early and you know what I'm saying the two albums that he had, but when you listen to Big's verses, they don't seem out of touch. I mean, especially his flows. Now, what he's saying might seem out of touch, especially because it was the '90s and you might say some wild shit back then. You know what I'm saying? You can get away with it back then that you can't get away with now and shit.
mhm.
But that man flow to this day is timeless. Was just listening to the Clips album and Big Flow was all over and through that motherfucker, boy. Them niggas used Big Flow so many times on that album and I was loving it personally. But Big is one of those artists that, in my opinion, that when you listen to his shit, of course, it's people like Jay Z. Even like when I say Jay Z, Nas, and a lot of other people, especially in this top 10, when I talk about their earlier work and how timeless it is, you can literally play that shit now and it still is sounds as good as it did when you first heard it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like Big and a lot of people minds will forever stay in their top five or you know what I'm saying because his shit sounds so timeless. Big when you listen to a Big song and it's so funny because it's people from this generation that's just getting introduced to Big thinking that he's still alive because the flows is that good. The flow is that fresh to them that they think that this is either a new flow that nobody's using or this is a nigga that took a break and decided to come back that we just that we just now heard and shit. I had a couple of young people that didn't know that didn't know Big until they heard him, and now they just like how we was. We just got obsessed with how
Yeah.
good this nigga was at storytelling.
Yeah.
His voice, just for one, was different than anything that you heard. Of course, his K and his flows, you know that little Jamaican accent that sometimes he had. Like everything about Big was so unique and shit. He was a big black ugly nigga that was the flyest nigga in the world. So it was like everything about that nigga was so different and unique against every status quo, especially that we was growing up, we was seeing this
Word.
shit. Most of the rappers was either short and skinny that or husky that wanted to take their shirts off, or if you was a big nigga, you was light skinned like Heavy D and shit. It was real far few in between big black niggas with a lazy eye that was out there representing for other big black niggas, and not to be as dope as he was
He
lyrically.
didn't go
I
commercial. He
don't think,
made commercial go him, man. Christopher
without a doubt,
Christopher Wallace,
without a
ladies and
doubt,
gentlemen.
Christopher Wallace. That is our motherfucking top 10. I was going to ramble. You know, I can
Yeah,
ramble about
yeah,
Big
yeah,
for
yeah. I
days.
know. I lied. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But
that's our top 10. Like I said, man, y'all make sure y'all let us know y'all top 10 down below and
and,
shit. You had something to say,
and
bro?
I appreciate you guys going through this top 50 with us the last couple weeks, man. This was actually kind of like just putting this list together, so I'm just glad it's done.
Facts.
But
The fact that we was able to do it and we was able to do it the way we was able to do it
mm,
is good for us. So I'm proud of us. Give us a round of applause and shit. Pat yourself on the
oh yeah, for
goddamn back.
sure.
You deserve it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's cool. But let me tell you where I'm mad at New Jersey Cream, right? Let me tell you this. This has nothing to do with anything that we were